You hear me? Let me know when y'all back in the building, because I had to get off because it was being difficult. But I'm back on. Let me know when y'all back. If y'all can hear me. Clock can be like, I can hear you, or if you can't hear me. Still no? Oh, I was about to say no. I was about to end it like, no, that's it. Good one, son. It was rough. It was rough, okay? I don't know why it didn't let me, why y'all couldn't hear me at first. I had to get off and get back on. It's being weird. Like, it's not about to stop this message. Yo, what's good, bro? Good to see you back on. I had to get off and get back on. But as y'all can see, I ain't keep y'all waiting too long. It's just 6:07. We still got good time, you know. Y'all can tell I got my ring light going because y'all can see it in my glasses. But y'all know I can't see without my glasses, okay? Text, I let everybody know that I was back on. Hey, sis. I had to get off and get back on. What's good? What's good? Oh, what's good, Doc? What's good? What's good? What's up, son? What's up, son? Y'all good? I hope everybody good, because I'm out here chilling. Okay, y'all know we're going to get this thing popping. Hi, David. We going to get it popping. Boy, when I tell y'all, when y'all say y'all can't hear me, I almost cried. I think I did cry a little bit. I cried a little bit on the inside, because I'm like, what? Normally, we get on this thing and we get it popping. And then, if somebody, I don't know if Lasia got back on yet, but I ain't see her pop up yet. So somebody could text her and tell her I'm back. I'm back on, back in business. If she ain't pop on. Okay, that's good. Yeah, tell Miss Jamie to come on, pop on here. Because, you know what we do. We get it popping over here on this live. Y'all know I'm trying to adjust my little light. Let me tell you what's in store for today's message. Okay, look, for everybody who don't know me, personally, my name is Katrina. I go by Queen Motivation. Hey, Gary. Oh, you know what? I did, because I was going on Sundays, but what ended up happening, Gary, is my daughter, her schedule changed. So I was going to try to do Sundays and Tuesdays, but it seemed like my schedule wouldn't align with Sundays either, because it seemed like every time Sunday came, I had something that I was doing. So I had put it on my little socials. I got to add you to my social medias, Gary, so you know when I'm moving around and shifting and changing, because I do be shifting and changing. Hey, Thin Mint. How about the mail is still here? What mail? What mail you talking about? But yeah, so like Dad said, somebody text Lay and tell her get back on. Today's message, we just gonna talk about how we be drowning, but we still swimming. We still stand above the waters. So that's what we gonna do. We gonna go straight into that message. Like, we gonna get it popping. Look, moms and bro, we ain't on here talking about no mail, okay? Y'all text each other, okay? Get on the phone and text each other about some mail. Oh man, boy. But that's what the message is. But yeah, my name is Katrina. I go by Queen Motivation. I've been going by Queen Motivation for about a good 8 years. Um I've been definitely getting more comfortable with delivering more messages, and I'm always grateful for the people who get on, my familiars, my everydays, my family, my viewers. Like, I'm always excited every time you all get on. I don't care what time y'all get on, I'll be excited. Y'all can get on to catch the last 5 minutes. The last 5 minutes is still time invested. You could have been doing anything else, but you're here with me. So again, I always appreciate that. I really love y'all for coming on here, and let's jump right into it. So pretty much today, a lot of us are drowning. And we are drowning. Hi, said we are drowning. And a lot of us have caused the drowning to happen. Some of us are looking for ways out of the mess that we made of our lives. We feel more comfortable blaming somebody or pushing whatever it is that we're dealing with. We be projecting it on them. We have been, hey, Sean, we have been going in circles in life because we've been trying to blame people. A lot of us are not holding ourselves accountable because we want to give credit to people that don't deserve the credit. When I think about my life and I think about everything that I've been through a lot of stuff. And those of you who know me personally, y'all know everything that I've been through. And those of you who don't know me personally know that I had a real shaky lifestyle. But a lot of us have had shaky lifestyles. But I also know that a lot of us, we don't want to hold ourselves accountable for nothing. We got out here and we brought matches and gasoline to our lives, and we set our lives on fire, and we are looking for somebody to put them out. When you create a lifestyle for yourself, you have to understand that whatever you are going to create for yourself, you have to look at it in the long term of things. You can't hear me, Sean? You have to look at it in the long term of things. You have to be able to, hold on. Hi, the Demon Club. You have to be able to look into your life and see how the way you setting your life up, are you going to benefit from it, or are you going to lose? Are you going to fail? Are you going to gain? Like, what are you going to get out of the life that you are setting up for yourselves? A lot of us have took our lives and we have seriously destroyed it to an extent of we can get back on track, but some of us don't want to get back on track. We want to blame a lot of people. We want to make people responsible for the things that's happening in our lives. A lot of us don't want to hear when people tell us the truth about ourselves. We want to hear, we rather them sugarcoat it and babysit us. But at the end of the day, if you're old enough and grown enough to put yourself in a position, you should be old enough and grown enough to hear if somebody's trying to tell you some changes that you need to make. I'm going to tell you, I used to rebuttal all the time. When somebody be telling me something about myself that I personally don't like them to tell me, but I know that it's about me, but somebody telling me about it, let me tell you something. I don't like it. I hate when somebody is calling me out. I don't like when somebody is making me feel a certain way about myself, but then I always have to sit back and think about what they said, and I have to let it meditate in my soul, pierce in my soul, to know that when somebody really loves you, they are going to tell you the truth about yourself, whether you like it or not. When somebody don't care nothing about you, baby, they're going to sugarcoat it. They're gonna put a Band-Aid on it. They're not going to tell you what you need to hear. And what I always learn is everybody love when they getting the praises. We love when somebody is celebrating us. We love when somebody is, boosting our ego and making us feel real good about ourselves. But the moment somebody got to come back and rewind and tell us some things about ourselves that make us uncomfortable, we automatically catch an attitude. When I tell you a lot of us are drowning, true, but we're still swimming. And the reason why we are still swimming, because we got to understand that no matter what life brings us, we still have to live life. No matter what people say about us, we still have to live a life that's going to benefit us. People are going to talk about you, good or bad. At the end of the day, you have to allow yourself, what are you going to do with the words that people are saying? Are you going to let those words break you down, tear you up, and you get in the middle of this ocean and just drown all the way to the bottom? Or are you going to let whatever the people say about you give you the courage to build yourself up? None of us are perfect by far. I'm not perfect. You're not perfect. We all go through things at a different rate, but all of us are going through something. Every last one of us have a struggle. But at the end of the day, is your struggle making you stronger, or is your struggle keeping you stagnant? A lot of us are stagnant and we made a mess, and we just don't want to do nothing but sit in our mess, cry in our mess, throw tantrums in our mess, but we don't want to get out of the mess. We want somebody to come and clean up the mess that we created. There was a time when I thought about a lot of the stuff that I did, and I wanted to be mad at somebody, but I didn't want to be mad at myself. I wanted to attack other people. I wanted to make other people feel the way I felt because I didn't want to deal with myself. A lot of us mask our problems. Some of us are masking our problems with things that we think we need. A lot of us don't need the stuff that we dealing with. Some of us mask our problems. We drug addicts. You know what I'm saying? We want to do drugs all the time because we don't want to deal with ourselves. And we got some of us that's sexually active. I mean, beyond sexually, just out there just throwing yourself to anybody that will take you in. A lot of us, we drink ourselves to death. A lot of us are trying to find ways to mask the things that we really need to deal with. If you take the time to face yourself and face your problems and realize that sometimes you can be the problem of the problems that's happening in your life, I guarantee you will see some change. I guarantee you that you will be able to see things and see people from a different light. Some of us are trying to see people for who they are not. You have to have respect for yourself and love yourself enough to know that even though you are in the middle of that ocean and you feel like you are sinking to the bottom and you feel like you can't get to the next place, you have to know that you have to still swim. You can't just go in the middle of the ocean and just sit there and allow yourself to drown. I don't care what kind of problems you're facing. You got to pull yourself out of it. I don't care what kind of situations that you're dealing with. You got to pull yourself out of it. And you have to stop making people responsible for the things that you put yourself into. We do not want to hear how messed up we are. We don't want somebody to come and say, hey, you know what? You need to get yourself together because you slacking, you sleeping on yourself. We don't want to hear that. But we want somebody to come and be like, yo, I'm so proud of you. You're doing such an amazing job. You really got your life in order. Hey, I'm so proud of you. We want to hear that, but we don't want to hear the truth. When people used to tell me about myself, I used to be like, you don't tell me nothing about myself. I don't know who you think you are. You don't got no business trying to tell me nothing about myself because I'm going to be fine. Learn to take constructive criticism sometimes. Because every time somebody coming to you and saying something to you, it's not to offend you. Sometimes people are saying something to you because they want you to see something in yourself that you're struggling to see with. A lot of you guys are amazing. But your life and your childhood trauma have blocked the amazingness about you. Your life and your childhood trauma have got you stuck. The things that you've been through, you can't even recognize yourself. You hiding behind pain. You hiding behind people that's going to cover up and make you feel like everything is okay. But sometimes people got to tell you that it's not okay. It's not okay. You can't be okay all the time. You can't be happy all the time. You can't be joyous all the time. You can't run around here and act like everything in your life is going to be okay. You're going to have good days and you're going to have bad days. But at the end of the day, you have to dictate how you are going to move along those days. I don't wake up and be jolly all the time. I remember I used to tell my daughter all the time, I always wake up in a good mood. Because I do wake up sometimes in a real good mood, but then I had to realize that I don't always wake up in a good mood. Just because I don't wake up angry doesn't mean that I woke up in a good mood. I might wake up depressed. I might wake up feeling like the world is too much on me. I might wake up and feel like I'm failing. I'm not succeeding in nothing. And then I start beating myself up. And then, excuse me, I start feeling real down about myself. I start feeling like a failure. I feel like I'm not good enough for nobody. You know, I start putting these things in my head. So that means that I did not wake up in a good mood. That means I didn't wake up all happy and jolly all the time. I fight temptation on a regular basis. It's so many times I would love to be laid up with somebody. I would love to have a little boo in my bed and we just talking and cuddling and doing some grown-up things. Everybody is facing some kind of temptation. I don't care what it is. We are facing some kind of temptation. But we have to find the strength to get past whatever it is that's trying to attack us. I be in the ocean all the time. I'm always drowning. I'm drowning in all kinds of things. I be in the ocean so much, sinking so far to the bottom, but I keep swimming because I know that if I keep swimming, I'm going to stay above the waters. I'm going to keep swimming because if I keep swimming and I stay above the waters, I'm going to eventually swim to the next destination. And when I get to the next destination, it's going to put me in a better place. But a lot of us, we have to go through the storms. We have to go through the things that's happening in our lives. We have to deal with the hurt. We have to deal with the pain. We have to deal with the fact that everybody is not going to like us. We can't run around here being people pleasers and expecting everybody to like us. Some people are not going to like you, and that's okay. Because I guarantee the people that don't like you, they have their own reasons to why they didn't like you. But that don't mean that what they say is who you really are. That doesn't mean that when they say they don't like you, you have to accept the fact and beg and make them like you. People are not going to like you just because you smile every day. People are not going to like you just because you put yourself in a light where you're doing something for yourself. People don't always have to like you. They're not always going to like you. So you can't run around here and try to get everybody on your team and get everybody on your one accord when at the end of the day, some of them people don't even need to be in the ocean with you. You got a lot of people that's in the ocean with you and they helping you drown. They helping you drown. They bringing you to the bottom. They grabbing onto your ankles while you trying to swim because they don't want you to get past them. They don't want you to swim past them. They don't want you to make it to your next destination. So they throwing all kinds of things in your way. But at the end of the day, are you going to let these people drown you or are you going to keep swimming? I have days sometimes when I just be ready to just give up. I'm not even going to tell y'all no lie. I have days when I'm like, I don't want to do this. I don't feel like doing this. I don't want to talk to nobody. I don't want to motivate nobody. I don't want to bring nobody out of what it is they going through. Sometimes I want to sit in my own sadness. Sometimes I want to throw a pity party. Matter of fact, I just threw a pity party a few days ago. Because when you going through things, sometimes your life takes you on a different direction and you don't know where to put your energy. You don't know who to be mad at. You don't know what to do. You just going through the emotion. So you want to shun everybody out and you want to make it seem like it's everybody else's fault that you're going through something. I made poor decisions growing up. Really poor decisions. And people don't think about the decisions when they're young because we having fun. We out there turning up, throwing up the little gang signs and smoking and drinking and partying with our friends and having a blast with our friends. And then we just spent all this unnecessary money. Yeah, we looking good. We got the nice little Jordans on our feet. You know what I'm saying? We got the nice little watches on our arms and bling blings on our neck. I mean, we looking good for the culture. But we don't have nothing invested. We looking good and don't even have a car to drive us around. We looking good and we sleeping on somebody's couch. Like, we don't think about these things when we young having fun. We don't think about the long term of things. Some of us that went out and balled out and now our credit is so bad, we can't even rent a little laptop from Aaron's. Because we don't be thinking about those things when we young. We some of us have drowned. Some of us all the way at the bottom. And we just down there chilling with the Titanic ship. Like, it's okay. We ain't even trying to swim back up to the top. Because some of us got so comfortable that we don't feel the need to do anything. But you got to stop letting things and letting people drown you. And you definitely got to stop drowning yourself. I know a lot of people get so mad when you tell them, do you not understand that what you're going through in your life is your fault? People don't want to hear that. You got a lot of people that blame the enemy. Oh, no, the enemy is the reason why I don't have this and I don't have that. No. No, sir. The enemy ain't got nothing to do. Hey, Rika. The enemy ain't got nothing to do with why your life is out of control. The enemy did not tell you to go blow $450 on nothing. The enemy did not tell you to go buy some drugs and keep getting high and not be responsible and pay your bills. The enemy ain't tell you to do none of that. That was a personal decision. Because at the end of the day, y'all better understand that you got to stop blaming people for your mess. Your life is a mess because of decisions that you made. You drowning because of the way that you chose to go in that ocean. You went in the ocean with all that stuff on you. Stop letting yourself be okay with things that you know better. If you know better, you do better. Ain't nobody got time to keep trying to babysit you. Ain't nobody got time to keep trying to stroke your ego. Ain't nobody got time to keep trying to make you feel good about dumb decisions. If you made a dumb decision, a true fan gonna tell you that was stupid. That was dumb. You shouldn't have did that. You need to tighten up. When people genuinely love you, they are going to tell you the truth. Sharika said no financial literacy as youngest. None whatsoever. Just out here just acting a fool. Don't even realize how it's gonna hurt us in the long run. Sometimes I be crying on the inside, like, oh. Oh, I don't even got no extra money. And life is already hard as it is. The life that we living right now, every dollar got to count for something. Every dollar got to count for something. It's okay to go out here and, have a little fun, splurge a little bit. But don't be splurging if your responsibilities is not taken care of. You ain't got no business out here turning up with your friends and having a blast with your friends and celebrating failure when you know full doggone well that your car note is due. And then you don't pay your car note. You don't pay your car note for 2 months straight and getting mad because these people coming to collect their stuff. Got a nerve to have an attitude because they done told your car. You ain't pay your car note. That ain't the enemy. You can't sit around and say, every time I turn around, I just keep going through stuff. The enemy just taking me through everything. Did the enemy tell you to go party with your car note money? Did the enemy tell you to go buy 2 outfits with your light bill money? Did that enemy tell you to go get your hair done and turn up knowing full well that rent is right around the corner? Y'all sitting right here being so mad and blaming everybody else but yourself. You have a lack of responsibilities and you don't understand that your lack of responsibilities is the reason why you're not getting ahead. Your lack of responsibilities is the reason why you're not successful. I want to do so much, but let me tell you, for one, I suffer. I be procrastinating. See, I ain't going to tell y'all no lie. I procrastinate so hard all the way up until it get to the end, and I'm like, oh, well. I missed it. I missed the deadline. Maybe next month come around, it ain't even going to be no opportunity. A lot of us be lacking and slipping and sleeping on opportunities because a lot of us don't want to get off our do nothing and do something. I speak facts for myself. It's a lot of things in my life that could have been different. A lot of things in my life that I could have done. But I chose other things. I could have been stable plenty of times in my life. But every time the world gets shaky and life gets a little rough, the first thing I want to do is pack up and move to another state and run to another state and have to start over. And every time that I start over, I lose something. That's the thing people don't understand. Every time you start over, you lose something. So if you already got your life set up, if you already in a position where things is flowing for you, why are you allowing yourself for 1 second to just let something go because of a unknown fear? I probably could have been in a house. I probably could have been a homeowner 10 times already. I probably could have had so much already. But the thing is, I chose to do other stuff that didn't benefit me. For real, a lot of us be turning up and partying and clubbing and drinking and smoking and having all kinds of unforbidden sex and doing all kinds of things and ain't benefiting from it at all. Some of us not benefiting from none of the stuff that we doing in life, but we are mad at everybody else. We are mad at the world. We are blaming everybody. If you would have never brought them drugs over here, I would have never did it. If you would have never brought that alcohol over here, I would have never got drunk. If that man would have never came and got on my phone and told me to come over there, I would have never had sex with him. When you open that door for people to come in, baby, they coming in. Ain't nobody finna stop and be like, hey, you know what? I ain't gonna come in. When you open the door, they gonna come in. And they not going to come in light. And they not finna come in and respect you if you're not respecting yourself. Nobody is going to respect your boundaries if you don't even respect your own boundaries. People are always going to have something negative to say. It does not matter what you do. It does not matter who you are. People are going to have something to say. But you can't let what people have to say reflect and become the people that they think you are. If somebody tell me something and they be like, yo, you whack. It's up to me to believe if I'm whack or not. I don't care. If they say I'm whack, that don't mean I got to believe it just because they said it. Sharika said, you are also extremely brave to pick up and start over. When I tell you, every time I pick up and start over, in that moment, it feels so good. But as I think about it, and I really have to say that God has blessed me every time I started over because I've always landed on my feet pretty quick. I've had opportunities. I had an opportunity to be very successful, but like I said, I chose the wrong paths. I made some bad choices. I made some bad decisions, but that doesn't mean that my life is going to be forever doomed. Y'all life not going to forever be doomed. But every time I made that move to start over, it gave me a different level to unlock about myself. I've learned so many different things about myself by starting over. Hey, Garnita girl. You know we was waiting for you. Every time I had to start over, I had to learn something new. I had to learn a new culture. I had to learn a new way to communicate. I had to learn a new way to move. I had to learn different things about the state. I had to learn different things about the people. Every time I started over, I had to learn something. But had I just stayed still in one spot, I could have built my life up to be very successful and then made decisions to travel. A lot of us be going, we do things so backwards. I would love to travel, but now I'm sitting up here in a financial bind, not a financial crisis, because everything that I have, I'm still capable to take care of the things that I want. I want money to not only survive, but I want money to live. A lot of us make money and it's only for us to survive. When I say survive, we live in paycheck to paycheck to paycheck, and we can't even have a savings. So when time hit us hard, we scrambling around. Y'all got people in y'all lives that's causing y'all to sink all the way to the bottom. Y'all drowning. Y'all down. Y'all fighting for y'all life trying to get to that top. Because y'all holding on to people. If you already trying to swim to the top by yourself, you can't save everybody. You get to the destination and throw a life jacket and throw one of those lifesavers. Then you can help people. But if you drowning, you can't go out there and save people. Because then y'all all going to drown together. Some of y'all got to let people go. Let situations go. Find yourself and get somewhere and sit down. Because a lot of us, we doing way too much and not enough, if that makes sense. I remember one time my sister, ooh, baby, listen, my sister Thimin told me one time, I was on the phone with her, it was a long time ago, it was in the early 2000s. And all I'm doing, I'm always moving. And she said to me one day, she said, you doing a lot of moving, but you ain't going nowhere. And at first, you know, when you first hear something like that, you're always going to go into a mindset of rejection because, what? That doesn't make sense. It never makes sense until it does. And that's when I realized I am always moving somewhere, but I'm not going nowhere. I'm moving to another state, but I'm moving to another state with the same baggage. I'm moving to another state with the same debt. I'm moving to another state with the same mental issues. Like, nothing's changing. Just me moving to another state. But everything in my life is exactly the same. I didn't move to another state and get my credit good and get stable and then transition to the next state and, find me a good little stability or something like that. I didn't move to the state like that. I moved to the state, found a job, got a job, paid my bills, and then when stuff got rocky, I ran, I left again. So I'm constantly moving, but I'm not setting myself up to be in a position where I'm doing good. So the problem is, a lot of us need to understand that we are going to go through some things in life. Yes, we are. But you cannot allow your past to be an excuse to keep being the person that you are. You can't keep blaming people in your past for the person that you've become. Because as many times as we know that it feels so good to blame somebody else, we have to take full accountability for the reason why our life is the way it is. We got to stop blaming people. It's his fault. It's her fault. It's their fault. It's your fault. But it's not my fault. If you are the problem in your own life, you're going to be the problem in everybody else's life. If you can't even maintain your own sense of stability, you're going to have people around you all over the place. You can't be sitting around here trying to tell somebody something and you ain't even got it together. I don't want somebody to tell me about something and they ain't even got it together. And I for sure don't want to tell somebody else about something and I'm struggling myself. I can't give nobody no, hey, Tay. I can't give nobody advice on something that I've never been through. I never been married. Never been married a day in my life. So how am I going to tell somebody about marriage? I don't know. I've never been married. Talk to somebody that's married. Talk to somebody that's going to be able to give you what it's like to be married, what it's like to keep a healthy marriage, what it's like to do things that married people do. You have to talk to somebody that's been on that level. Because, see, if you talk to me, I'm going to give you single advice because I'm single. The moment somebody talk to me about a man and they going through something, my first thing is saying, leave him. Why put up with that? You need to leave him because I'm giving single advice because I'm single. If a single woman wants advice, I can give her advice because I'm single and I'm living the single life. So I can tell her what it's like to be single. I can give her the single life conversation. Like, we can talk about some things, but I can't give her no advice on marriage. I never been there. A lot of people be so quick to try to tell you about something that they never experienced. I can't tell people about actually escaping a physically abusive relationship because I've never been in a physical abusive relationship. I've had men that tried to play that game with me. I had one guy who started off, he started play fighting, and I knew if I would have stayed, it would have turned to something else. But I had the ability to see the red flags in that moment and get out. But emotionally abused by men? Yes, I've been emotionally abused by men. So I can talk to you on that level and tell you, hey, I went through this, I went through that. This is how I got out of this. This is how I dealt with that. I'm still going through this. Like, I can give advice based off of what I've been through. But I cannot give advice if I've never been through it. I will not be able to tell you how to deal with it, what to do. I've never been there. The reason why I can get on here and tell y'all about things about Queen Motivation, because it's personal to me. It's personal. I've been through a lot of things that molded me to be able to sit here and have some kind of conversation with y'all. Because I know what it's like to go through pain. I know what it's like to need to heal. I know what it's like to let somebody go. I know what it's like to not love yourself. I know what it's like to want to give up on life. I know what it's like to want to kill yourself. I know what it's like to go through all of that and to come out of it. Everything that I've been through in life, I wanted to take my life. I did not want to be here no more because I felt like I had no purpose. I felt like my life was set up to just be painful. And I didn't have an escape. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know where to go. I didn't know how to put my energy. So my mentality was to always run. I've always been in run mode. I run because I know that that's my safe space. I know that if something hits me or something happens to me and it's too hard for me, I know to run. That's all I knew. I only knew how to run from my problems. And when you keep running from your problems, eventually they are going to catch up with you. And at some point in your life, you're going to have to deal with them. And if you're not ready to deal with those problems, you're going to keep running and you're never going to get to a solution. So I had to sit here. I got to sit in my tears. I got to sit in my anger. I got to sit in my frustration. I have to sit in all these things because in order to get to the root of the problem, I have to sit in the pain. I have to endure the pain. I have to go through the process. I have to embrace everything that I'm going through, the good, the bad, the ugly, the up, the downs, all that. Because when you're able to embrace those things, you got to understand that those things are not to break you, but the things that you've been through, you have to look back and you have to realize that I've made it. I've overcame a lot of things that could have took me out. I could have took my life, but I found life. I found life in loving myself. I found life in being a mother. I found life in realizing that pain is going to come, but there's always going to be a purpose behind your pain. Always. So it's okay in that moment if you want to be upset. It's okay in that moment if you want to cry. It's okay in that moment if you don't want to talk to nobody. It's okay in that moment if you want to shut down. It's okay in that moment just to understand that that's just a moment. Exactly what it is, a moment. That's it. It's not a lifestyle, and it's not a lifetime sentence. You have the ability to change your life by how you communicate with people, how you hold yourself accountable, how you forgive yourself and forgive people. Because none of us are perfect by far. None of us. None of us. Garnita said, all I can say about a marriage, when things are a little stormy, if you can ride the wave out until the waters calm down. See, Garnita can give you marriage advice. If you can ride the waves until the water calms down, you can get through it in your marriage. You can make it. You can find love. But if you take my advice, you're going to be divorced. And you might regret it. Because I'm telling you, a single woman is always going to tell another woman to leave because that's the only advice we have. We ain't got nobody. So we don't know how to tell you to hold on to somebody because the first thing we going to do is we gonna skip rocks. I don't have no advice for you when it comes to that because I'm not there. Now, when I get married and I get through with my husband and me and my husband make it successful and we actually went through some things and we fought and we had something to talk about and now we sitting back and we 10 years in this marriage, baby, I got some marriage advice for you. I can tell you how to be in a successful marriage. I can tell you what worked for me. It might not work for you, but I can at least give you some pointers on how you can redirect your energy. A lot of us are getting advice from the wrong people. Y'all getting advice from the wrong people. You talking to somebody that ain't doing nothing in their life, ain't got nothing going on, but you over here asking them how to be successful. They don't know. They're not even successful. How they gonna help you? We talking to the wrong people. We surrounded around the wrong people. We got people that got all the bad advice for us, but ain't nobody got nothing good. I'm telling you, when I started taking control of my life, and I started realizing that I was the main attraction in my own life, that I was the one that was going to allow my life to go the way I needed to go. It's a lot of people that I don't even talk to no more. When you start finding yourself and you start loving on yourself and you start realizing who you are and what you deserve, baby, people gonna leave because they can't match your energy. Sometimes you don't even gotta say nothing to do. Now people will just fall off. You be like, hey, I ain't heard from such and such in a long time. Let me check on them. If you got that kind of heart, you're going to say, let me check on them. So you reach out to them, and then they don't hit you back. Now you're like, oh, okay. All right. But you keep living. You don't stop breathing because somebody don't talk to you no more. You don't give up on your life and your dreams because somebody don't want to talk to you no more. It's a lot of of people that don't talk to me no more. And it's a lot of people that I don't talk to no more. But I tell you what, it's okay. You gonna be just fine if you don't talk to people no more. So you gotta understand that being in those waters, drowning in those waters, keep swimming. Keep swimming until you can't swim no more. Swim until there is nothing left in that ocean to swim to. Keep swimming. Because you are going to face life and life is going to face you. But at the end of the day, you got to keep going. You cannot, I repeat, you cannot allow a simple little stone to trip you up and you never get up again. We are going to fall. We are going to fall constantly. We are always going to trip and stumble. But it's not about the trip. It's not about the stumble. It's not about the fall. It's about the getting back up. Getting back up is what is going to separate you. If 6 of y'all are in a circle and only one of y'all fell, then that means you got to be the one to get up. Don't stay down. You can, it's okay, get down. It's okay, cry a little bit. It's okay. Throw a little pity party. It's okay, be sad for a second. I'm not telling y'all to don't do that because I had a pity party the other day. I was so frustrated with myself. I was mad at myself. I wasn't mad at nobody else. I was mad at myself because I know that I deserve better. I know that I'm supposed to be in a better position, but I caused this storm. I caused this mess. I can't blame this on the enemy. The enemy didn't tell me to go out here and make reckless decisions. He didn't. I made those poor choices. I did. And that's what a lot of you have to understand. You have to take credit for your life behavior. You causing these things to happen to you. I'm going to tell y'all another personal story about myself because y'all know I don't care about people knowing about my personal lifestyle because I know what I've conquered. I know what I've overcame. So I don't care. You could judge me all you want to and I'm not going to lose no sleep at night. But I'm going to tell y'all because I was very irresponsible plenty of times. There was a time when me and my daughter, we got a car. Okay? And in that time, and you know, some things had happened. And baby, let me tell you something. I don't know if we got comfortable or just forgot, or I don't know. But the lack of ability of being very irresponsible, the car got repoed. Okay? It got repoed. I ain't going around saying, man, every time I turn around, God, man, see, now I ain't got no way to get to work. Now I ain't got no way to do this and do that. Oh, man. No. I caused that car to go. I caused it. I didn't be responsible. I was doing all kinds of unnecessary stuff with my money. I was getting my hair done. I was getting my nails done. And that's because the person that I was staying with, she made us comfortable, a little too comfortable. Wasn't paying no rent. I think, well, no, we was paying rent. Paying about a little $300 a month. So you know when you get your little dollars and you ain't being responsible, you bound to lose something when you're not responsible. Your life ain't going to stay on track if you irresponsible. Baby, things is going to start happening. A lot of people think that, you know, they're going to just flow through life. The first thing people say when they make a mess out of their life, oh, I ain't worried about it. I'm just going to pray on it and God going to make it okay. You caused a mess by yourself and you over here saying, I'm going to pray on it and God going to make it okay when we caused this mess. When I say I only worry about things that I can control, those are the things I have to worry about. If I can't control it, I can't worry about it. If I go to work the day of tomorrow, God forbid, and my boss say, hey, you know, the company is shutting down and we're going to have to let a lot of people go and, you know, you're one of the people that we're going to let go. That's something I can't control. Because if I come to work on time every day and I do my job and, you know, I'm doing exactly what I'm supposed to be doing, I can't control that. They're going to let me go. But it was something that happened. I didn't know. But if every time you turn around, I'm coming to work late and I ain't doing what I'm supposed to be doing And my boss come in there and say, hey, you know what, Miss Miller, if you don't get it together, if you don't tighten up on your work ethics, and if you don't do what you're supposed to do, we're gonna have to let you go. And then I'd be like, man, you crazy. I ain't. And I still play around and I get fired. That's on me. That's on me. But a lot of us, things happen to us and we get mad. We get mad. But it's on us. We got to take responsibility. It's on us. So a lot of us, yes, we are drowning, but we drowning because of us. We jumped in that water with all kinds of weights on us. We might still be swimming, but we caused ourselves to drown. And now we sitting around here trying to find somebody to blame. We trying to be mad at everybody but ourselves. God, I used to be mad at so many people. I didn't want to take responsibilities. I didn't want to look in the mirror and see that it was me. I didn't want to do that. I wanted to blame everybody. I wanted to be mad at the world. I wanted the world to just understand how mad I was. But baby, the world don't care. The world still gonna be going while you sitting in the house pissed off and mad. The world still gonna be going while you think you teaching somebody a lesson. You know how many jobs I quit because I'm teaching them a lesson? And in the long run, it hurt me. But I'm over here, man, forget them. How they gonna tell me this and tell me that? I quit. They like, oh, that's on you. I mean, if you quit, you gonna be the one that fall behind on your bills. If you quit, you gonna be the one that can't take care of your responsibility. Go ahead and quit. You ain't hurting the company. Because all we gonna do is hire somebody else in your place. I mean, you might hurt us for that little time because you quit on the clock and now, we got to scuffle around to find somebody to replace you. But as fast as you gone, baby, you replaced. Just like that. So the only person that you hurting is yourself. Because those bills not going to sit around and be like, oh, hey, stop. Everybody, come on. Light bill, stop. Rent, stop. Calm down. Car note, hold up. Gas bill, cable, phone bill. Hold up. Stop. Train ain't working. We got to halt. We got to pause it. We got to wait till she get back on her feet. We not going to send her no bills out. We not going to go pick up her car. We not going to turn her lights out. We going to just put a halt and a pause on everything until she get back on her feet. And as soon as she start back working, we're going to go ahead and press play, and we're gonna pick back up where she left off at. No, I'm going to be in the dark. I ain't going to have no car. I ain't going to have no gas to eat. Like, everything is going to fall on me. So that's the thing that y'all got to understand. We can't keep sitting around here being mad at the people because we causing this. We are causing a lot of stuff in our lives, and we are so upset. Why are you mad at people? For you, for your problems, your mess that you created. I can't blame nobody for what I got going on in my life. It's not their fault. It's not their fault. Oh my God, it's not their fault. My mom said, Sharika says, speaking facts. Mama Sean said, all facts. That's right, baby. My mom said, we fall down, but we get up. We sure do. Some of us fall hard, and we don't think we're going to get back up, but we always get back up. My mom said, stop blaming others. Facts, facts, facts. And Thin Man said, bills are the biggest bully. I'm telling you, bills will be standing right there front and center. Bills don't care nothing about what you got going on. Them bills going to be right there like, You got that money? Hold on, car note. Darn, I need to move some money around because I need to pay this and I need to pay that. That car note, I ain't got nothing to do with that. You got my money or not? Because if you ain't got my money, I'll go ahead and take my car back. The light bill ain't saying, oh, hold on. Y'all, Trina got to pay her car note. So we going to let her pay her car note first. And then we going to go ahead and collect the light bill. The light bill, you got my money? Oh, you ain't got it? Lights out. Turn the lights out. She don't need them. She don't need them. So we gotta stop being responsible. We gotta align ourselves. Like in the last video, align. We're not just talking about aligning love. We're not just talking about aligning relationships and things of that nature. We gotta be aligning our lives too. We gotta be aligning our lives. Bills are, ooh, Garnita, she said bills are the pimps. They are. And that's why we got to make sure that everything that we're doing in life is going to set us up. No, we can't. Some of us can't afford a lavish life. Some of us can't go out here and be like, you know what? I got an extra $400. What am I going to do? Some of us be like, I got an extra $4. I might can get some bread with that. Ooh, I don't know what else I'm going to eat, but as long as I got bread and water, I'm fine. Some of us ain't got it like that. Some of us can't sit around and be like, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and plan me a little trip. And I'm going to fly to the next country and I'm going to live my life. Some of us be lucky enough to have gas in our car to get to work the next day. Talk about planning a vacation. And the way gas prices is, I'm thinking about getting a horse. I'm finna gallop all over the country. Because gas prices make me don't want to go nowhere. Everybody like, yo, hey, what's up? Let's go. Where we going? To bed. Because bed is free. I ain't got to go start up my bed. Bed is free. I'm going to go to sleep. And I'm going to wake up in the morning. And all the gas that y'all done burnt out and the money that y'all done spent because y'all done gassed up to go spend more money. I'm going to be right here sleeping. I'm going to wake up and I'm still going to have a few little dollars in my pocket. And I'm still going to have some gas in my car. I tell you that. Y'all out here living. Y'all too rich for me. Y'all too rich for me. I ain't mad at you. If you got the money, show out then. Show out. Turn up. Have fun. Party. Drink. Do it all. Hey, if you got the money, go ahead. But baby, I ain't got it. So you gonna see me inside. Okay? Inside is where I be. If it's gonna cost gas and I ain't gonna be, and it's not gonna be beneficial, I don't need to go nowhere. I got TV. I don't need to go to the club. I got a speaker. I turn some music on. Blast it real loud, too. Blast it real loud. And I ain't going to sit up here and act like I don't have a little drink here and there because some people be acting like, I don't even. I'm not about to sit up here and lie for y'all. I'm not going to do it. Yes, every once in the blue moon, I might decide to have me a little drink. And I'm going to turn my music on as loud as I can with my little boom boom. Because they don't get that loud, but it get loud enough for me because I'm one person. So I don't need a whole big tone, blow up the whole house music. But I need a little music to set the mood so I be acting like I'm in the club. VIP, all drinks on the house, baby. I ain't got to worry about nobody in my space. Stepping on my shoes, sweating. I'm at Club Queen Motivation Boom Boom Room, okay? That's where I'm at. This said, I think it's manageable if you learn to make better spending habits. Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with making some better spending habits, but some of us don't have good spending habits. Some of us don't have it. We'll go and run and do a whole bunch of unnecessary things and then be crying in the morning trying to get extensions on stuff. And this is for the people who don't have better spending habits. The people who don't have better spending habits, we always the ones that's trying to run around and figure out how to make things work. This shirt is everything I need. One that says Cat Mom. I know, huh? Yeah, these kids, boy, the mama 3 battery just gone. Okay, boy, let me tell you something. Being a mom don't never stop. It don't never stop. I'm blessed because my kids are very responsible. And I don't have to run behind them and pay their bills and try to pay my bills and their bills. You know what I'm saying? I'm blessed that they got their own lives. Some of us don't understand what it's like to have that life. So for those of you who understand it, it's a beautiful feeling. But ain't nothing wrong with helping your babies when you got to. When your babies call on you, you got to be there for them. Because I don't know why a lot of people think that it's mandatory. It's not mandatory. When your children become adults It's not mandatory. Anything that you do for them, people be like, you my mom, you supposed to do it for me forever. And don't have nothing for myself? I'm going to do what I can, and you got to accept that, and that's going to be the end of that. But I'm so blessed. I'm grateful. I don't have to worry about that. I can go to my kids and ask them for money. Hey, I need this. I need that. And they going to be spot on. And I'm grateful for that because some people don't have that. So I'm very grateful for that. But you can probably get this shirt made, though. Somebody can probably make it for you. Because I got this off of Shein. I'm a Shein queen. I'm on Shein all the time. And see, that's where my bad habit come in at. I'm a Shein. Let me tell you something. My bills be paid on time. Don't get me wrong. I take care of my bills. But I'm always talking about, let me go on Shein and build a cart and see what I can get. And then before you know it, I'll be sitting up here crying because now when I look, that little extra $30, $40, $50 that could have sat in my pocket or my tank or something, or just was there, you know what I'm saying, doing what it do, it's on dang going Shein. So I have habits too. I love to shop. I got a closet full of clothes. I love to shop. But I don't ball out shop. I shop how I can afford. Like most people be like, ooh, this shirt $50. And I'm like, y'all got a $5 shirt in here, $5.99 to $6. Y'all ain't got that? I'm gonna leave. I don't even go in the malls because I know the malls is out my league. And it's not that it's out my league because if I really, really want to afford something in the mall, I can get it. But I choose not to because the $200 that I can spend on Jordans can fill my closet and my drawers all the way up. $200 to me in clothes, I'll be in heaven. But I'm going to spend $200 on one pair of shoes. Bad investment. Bad investment. Very bad investment. Hey, Eve. I'm good, hunty. Just enjoying myself. I don't know, y'all. What y'all thinking about this live so far? Go ahead and drop in the comments and let me know what y'all think. Because, you know, sometimes I get on here and I have fun and I joke and I try to push out a little message at the same time. But I never know how this live is doing for y'all. So if it's doing something for y'all, if it's helping y'all, you know what I'm saying? If it's making you think or you just enjoying it and, you know, you just like, hey, you know, it's all right. And you can tweak it a little bit or whatever. Let me know, y'all. Let me know because I'm here for y'all. Although, you know, y'all here for me, I'm grateful, but I'm here for y'all. So whatever y'all want to hear, if y'all got y'all own topics y'all want to hear, I'm getting ready to open up a panel. I'm going to start doing a panel. I hope y'all be ready for that. Eve said, just got here, but I always love your live. Girl, thank you, girl. Sharika said 3 likes, 10 watching. Hey, okay. Look, we doing something, huh? Thank you, Gary. Y'all know I be, listen, life is too amazing to be sitting right here crying and worry about stuff you can't do nothing about, okay? Let me tell you something. I love my little life. I love my little life. It might be a little rough sometimes. It might be a little questionable. Sometimes I be like, who is this living this life? Lord, I could be doing better. But I'm grateful. Because I'm not sleeping on the sidewalk. I'm not eating out of the trash can. Okay? I'm not outside just bothered by stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, we go through stuff on a regular, but it's a blessing to not only have a roof over your head, clothes on your back, shoes on your feet, food on the table, transportation to get to and from wherever, even if it's an Uber, a bus, a friend taking you to and from the work, or however, it's a blessing. You have to count everything as a blessing. Everything has to be counted as a blessing because some of us not blessed. Some of us, I pray because it's rough. Rika said, the live is bomb, girl. Thank you. Dad said, if you keep coming back, that's got to mean something good. Thank you. Gary said hit the like button. That's right, y'all. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Garnita said, I think you should do it more often. When are we going to start Zoom? Ooh, we need to start that ASAP. We need to get on that. Eve said, always be grateful for what you have because it can always be worse. Amen. Garnita said, amen. Eve. Yes, we got to get on that. And Garnita and Eve, because y'all be the ones holding me accountable. So I'm going to tell y'all what happened to me today. Damon said, I love it. Thank you, girl. So let's talk about this road rage this morning. I failed. Horribly, I failed, y'all. And I'm going to tell y'all because y'all know I'm trying to work on it. But this morning I didn't do good, y'all. I didn't do good. Listen, Eve says some of us are blessed but can't see the blessing. And that's the truth because a lot of us too busy paying attention to the things that broke us, that hurt us, that destroyed us, that left us traumatized. Like we focus more on the pain than the progress. We should be more focused on the progress than the pain because the pain is what's allowing us to get to the progress, and the progress is going to allow us to get to the blessing. So we got to stay aligned with things. But let me tell y'all about this road rage incident. I was on my way to work this morning, and it was good. It was good. Thank you, Truth Her. Thank you. I was driving, y'all, and I woke up and I prayed and I had my little positive meditation. I was like, today gonna be a good day, boom. And I started driving. And I went to stop to give me a little cup of coffee. And baby, as soon as I came out, this one guy came. I don't know if he thought he was invincible or I don't know what he thought, okay? But woo! He came out so fast, y'all, and I had to slam on my brakes. But I'm going to tell y'all something about my brakes. I think my brakes trying to go out. Because every time I try to stop, my car be shaking out of control. So I'm already mad because now I got to work, my brakes got to work extra hard. And you jumping in front of me and things of that nature. So I beat my horn. He beat his horn and gave me the finger. And I was like, I got one of those too. And I gave him the finger, y'all. I said, as soon as I did that, I felt real bad. I was like, oh my God, Lord, forgive me. Like, okay, whatever. But it's okay because it's too late. It happened. The second incident, not even 10 minutes apart, y'all, it happened again. But this the part that's going to make me humble myself because I was turning on my street to get to work. And another truck ran out in front of me and I had to slam on my brakes, knowing y'all my brakes is already doing some things that they ain't acting right. But when I tell y'all, that truck, when it finally turned and got in front of me and I beat my horn a good 2 times. I didn't hold on the horn like I normally do. I just beat twice. That thing said police. I said, Lord, I done blew my horn at the police. Oh my, I got to calm down. I got to calm down. So since that happened to me this morning, I said, all right, I'm gonna sit this one out. I'm gonna have to calm down because the police could have got behind me, gave me a ticket, all kinds of things could have went bad. So that's the thing that's gonna humble me, y'all, my road rage. Because anytime you beep at a police officer, and I did talk noise to that police officer, but my windows was rolled up so he didn't hear me. So I talked noise to that police officer. I was like, I don't care if you're the police. But I only said it where he couldn't hear me. So, good thing he didn't hear me. So, I'm still working on my road rage, y'all. That was definitely a sign. Because anytime you could go off at the police officer and blow your horn and knowing that man could have gave me a whole bunch of tickets for nothing. He could have made up some stuff. Y'all said, all right. And then I said, it's because prayer. I'm going to tell y'all something about prayer. Some of us been praying for some things, right? And God been delivering these prayers. We've been praying on so much stuff and God been delivering it and we not even realizing it. And we not recognizing that God is doing exactly what we asked him because we want to see a different result. I went to God in prayer a while back. I don't even remember when I went to him in prayer. But I said, Lord God, please give me patience. and I prayed for patience. And all I wanted was patience at the time. And every time I turn around, I'm being tested in my patience. And I'm telling y'all, I am struggling. I'm not even going to lie. I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I got it all together, because I don't. But I be struggling with these patients. And I was so mad. And I'm just like, man, why do I keep going? Why does all this stuff keep happening? And then that's when I heard the voice say, you prayed for patience. And I said, I sure did. And because I prayed for patience, and I'm missing the fact that I prayed for, I'm getting exactly what I prayed for, because everything in my life is aligning me to learn to have patience. I do not have patience. My patience are very thin. If somebody's saying something to me that I don't like, I quickly get irritated. I mean, irritated, because now I feel like they just doing too much. They bothering my spirit on so many different levels, and it's only because I don't have the patience. So when you go to God in prayer and whatever you asking God for, he is delivering it for you. It's just you're not recognizing it because you too busy worried about the other stuff. We be asking God to remove some people from our lives. God get to removing these people from our lives, and we got an instant attitude. We mad. We calling these people. We chasing these people. We asking God why they acting like this, why they acting like that. Because then you just have a conversation with God and ask God to remove the people out of your life that serves you no purpose. And he's doing that, and now you upset and you running behind the things and the people that God has removed. Stop running behind people that God has removed in your life. Stop asking God for things and not preparing yourself for what he's doing. He's already doing the work. He's done the work, as a matter of fact, but we too busy focusing on the things that's still the distraction to what led us to pray in the first place, that we can't even see that God has already moved on our behalf. Eve said, okay, Queen, if your patience is being tested, you're getting lots of practice. Best learn that lesson quick. I gotta learn that lesson quick. Because, baby, when God be moving, do you hear me? God be moving on our behalf, but we be too busy focusing on that distraction. We be going to God and we be asking God for a new job. And sometimes the job going to come in a way where it's going to test you. You might get fired. Okay, you be like, God, I need something new. I need a new job. I'm tired of my job. I just want something else to happen. And then you get fired, and now you all over the place. You're like, oh my God, oh my God. But you ask God to put you in that position. So you gotta learn patience. You gotta learn that when God moves, it's not gonna be on your time. It's not gonna be how you want it. God is going to do what he wants to do when he needs to do it. But you gotta stand firm, and you gotta trust that God is doing it. And when you tell God something, he's going to act on it. But then God also want to see if what you're asking for, you're ready for. Because a lot of us ask for some things that we're not even ready for. We be like, God, do this. God, do that. God, hear me out. God, this. God, that. And then when God start doing some things, we go ghost all of a sudden. We don't know who God is doing this for. We didn't ask for this. A lot of us got to be prepared. If you go to God in prayer, you better be prepared for what's about to happen, because he's going to move. You better believe that. Sharika said, you know what, T? I think we take so much from people and give so much of ourselves that we explode sometimes on situations that don't necessarily warrant our reactions. Let me tell you something about that. I learned a long time ago that people are going to be exactly who they are. And sometimes when you ask God to change you and make you a better person, you're going to have people in your life that's going to remind you constantly of your past. That's going to bring you to a place in your life where it's like, why am I dealing with this and going through this? We got to learn when to pull the plug on people. We got to know when to close the door. We got to know when to end the chapter. A lot of us know that situations are dead. There's no more life to that situation. No matter how much water you throw on it, no matter how much soil you throw on it, no matter how many seeds you try to plant, the situation is dead. And we know it. But we keep trying to bring life to that situation. A lot of us are connected to people that's halting our blessings. Halting our blessings. Because sometimes God is not going to bless you when you still surrounded around the things that's going to stress you. God is not going to elevate you if you still hanging around the people that's holding on to you and not allowing you to see the beauty within yourself. Each and every last one of us have beauty within us. We just have to start seeing it. We have to start believing it. We've allowed ourselves to hear so many different things, and we done took on so much negative energy, and a lot of us been through so much stuff that we think that the things that we are going through, these are the things that we deserve. These are the people that we deserve. We have been sitting in our own mess for a long time, and when God is bringing us out of our mess and he's allowing us to be seen and he's allowing us to do the things that we need to do, we got a lot of people in our life that's going to halt that. So you have to know when to let some people go. You have to know when it's time to walk away. You got to know when it's time to say goodbye. You got to know when chapters is done. You got to have the spirit of discernment to know when it's time to decease and it's time to increase. A lot of us are really sitting down on what God has given us. We have gifts beyond gifts, beyond gifts, beyond gifts, but we too focused on what is stopping us. I don't care about that man, and I don't care about that woman. I don't care about that sister. I don't care about that cousin. If that person is halting your blessings, it's time for you to tell that person, look, you in the way, and I see God trying to do something for me, and every time I try to look, you popping up. I'm trying to look, you coming over there. I'm trying to look, you over here. I ain't got time for that, because I see where my direction, I see where my life and the direction of my life is supposed to go into, but what I also see is you in the way. And you best to believe when somebody is in the way, you in your own way because you're allowing these people to be in the way. You know some of these people don't belong in your life. Them chapters been done. Been done. But I don't know why we be wanting to hold on to people. I don't. I wish I knew. I don't know. But we know them chapters been closed already, y'all. Eve said, Sharika, so true. They suck our energy dry. So it makes it harder for us to put up with the little things, and then we snap when we don't expect it. And that's why I be telling myself that I have learned throughout my life that I can only blame a person for so much. For so much. You can only blame a person for so much in your life. But here's the thing. When you're with somebody, family, friend, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever, however, they are only going to do what you allow them to do. That's it. If you allow somebody to keep draining you, they're going to keep draining you. If you allow somebody to keep breaking you, they're going to keep breaking you. If you allow somebody to keep hurting you, they're going to keep hurting you. You have got to stop giving people so much access to you. So much access to you mentally, spiritually, emotionally, financially, physically. You have got to stop giving people that much power over your life. You are in control of how you deal with people and how people deal with you. You teach people how to love you and respect you by what you allow in the beginning. Baby, you better start calling people out. Start calling them out. Do you hear me? Garnita said, OMG, I have a sister who don't believe that people can change. I'm 60. Now she still think I'm that 15-year-old young crazy person. Because some people want to remember you when you was weak and when you was a mat that they can walk on. But baby, when I tell you, you got to keep changing. You love your sister, but love her from afar. If she wanted to keep you connected to the person that you used to be, but she don't want to elevate and come and meet the person that you are now, sometimes you got to disconnect from family too. You got to be like, hey, I see you ain't going nowhere. You stagnant, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to keep moving. And if you decide to catch up with me, I'm here. But if not, I got to leave you behind. Truth Her said, we hold on to them because we are sometimes scared to change. And you know the sad part of I learned about being scared to change is that sometimes change can be the best thing that you ever can do. We can be afraid of change as much as we need to be, but we also got to know that change is going to put us in a better position, because anybody know that at some point of our lives, we all have to make a change, regardless of what. We can't stay the same person we were for a long time. A lot of us want us to stay the same, Because they like them when we right below them or like right here and then we ain't moving. You got some people that try to keep you on this level with them because they try to do a sneak attack and get above you. And a lot of people that get above you, you ever notice that the people that was down here with you, they got up to the top and they left you at the bottom, but then they start talking about you as if they wasn't there at first. Oh, I can't believe this. I can't believe she's still doing that. I can't believe this. My thing is, if you see somebody struggling that you love and that's your heart or whatever, because you know people be like, that's my girl. I got her back forever. And the moment she struggles, you over here whispering about her and talking about her and gossiping about her, ain't trying to help nothing, don't want to see her elevate, but quick to tell everybody, nah, that's my girl, I'm just, I'm going to pray for her, that she get it together. If you can elevate the next person, elevate them. Don't be sitting around here acting like you ain't never been on their level before. Now, if you go to them and you try to elevate them and they still don't want to move, then you can leave them behind. But sometimes you got to give people the benefit of the doubt. Sometimes you have to give people grace. I know a lot of the time we don't want to, but some people you got to give them grace. You got to. Because it's going to help you in the long run, I'm telling you. Gary said people are afraid of change because they fear they can change for the worse. But if you improve, you can only get better. Improve, don't change. When I tell you change does not happen overnight, but effort do. Because you make an effort to change. And if you stay on that path, you're going to eventually change. Because I think if I would have stayed the same, oh my gosh. I'm telling you, I'd be like, wow, I came a long way. If you look at your life now and then go back and visit your past, just to visit it, just to look to see how far you came back, not to visit your past and then stay there and be like, hey, you know what? I like it back here. I like when I used to, have sleepless nights because I done got too dang going messed up and I done turned up and I like it back here. No, you don't go back to your past to like it. You go back to your past to be like, woo, I came a long way. I made it. That's the only time you go back into your past. And you don't keep going back. You go back every once in a blue moon just to remind yourself how far you came. That's what we go back there for. Not to go back and celebrate more failure. We done made it. But y'all know what that is. It is 7:21. Y'all know I don't like to keep y'all on here too long. I love y'all so much. Y'all been so great. Y'all always come here and support me, and I always appreciate that because at the end of the day, y'all could be doing anything, but y'all here with me. So with that being said, I love you guys so, so much. And since we talk about change so much that we need to go ahead and drop something in the comment. And if anybody got something that they want to drop in the comments that you want other people to use as affirmation or you want me to give y'all something, because change is always good. Change is always good. Regardless of what change is, if you enhance greatness, your change is going to be greatness. But you got to look at yourself as self-worthy. Stop looking at yourself as somebody who can't get nothing or who can't be loved. Because every last one of us can be loved. I love all y'all. Half y'all I don't even know. Never met a day in my life, but I still love y'all. I love y'all. I love y'all. I love you, Eve. Eve said, no more road rage, queen. Don't let those other drivers control you, girl. I talk so much about not letting people control you and all that stuff. And these road rage, these people got, let me write down. I need to write down some. I want y'all to give me 3 things how I should work on my road rage. Because I don't know how to do it. And I'm asking y'all to tell me 3 things I should do to work on my road rage so I can get that road rage going. I was trying to find a pen, but it's somewhere probably in my work bag. But give me 3 things that I should do to work on my road rage, y'all. And I'm going to work on it step by step. Sharika said, blessings and love. This was great. Thank you, Rika. Eve said to everyone else, you all are precious and awesome as you are. Yes, y'all are. Y'all are amazing. And I love y'all always, always, always. I'm not getting off here until y'all give me 3 things to do to work on my road rage. 1, bless them and wish them a better day because they are crusty, not you. When I'm driving, I'm going to say, you crusty. To myself, though, right? Not to them, but to myself. Okay. So that's one. Bless them and wish them a better day because they are crusty, not you. That's one. That's one. It's okay, Lay. It's okay, Lay. It's okay. If you want to drop me something in there too, let me know, honey. Cause I'm trying to work on this road rage, but I need a support system behind me so I can come on here and I can give y'all a good report. Like, so what happened? I'm gonna be like, okay. Put a mini punching bag in your car. Another one, Lay says, have patience. If I put a punching bag in my car, it's gonna be punched the same day. It ain't gonna have no air in it. As soon as I start my car up, that air is gonna be gone. I'm one punch and there's no more air. Cause that's how mad I be behind that road. But I gotta work on it though. Two, one thing, say one thing in your life you're grateful for. Okay, so when they make me mad, say one thing in my life that I'm grateful for. Count to 10, take deep breaths, and refocus. Okay. Give me a punching bag. Have patience. The patience is, Lord, pray for my spirit, these patience. Tell them they crusty and not me. And say something in my life that I'm grateful for. Okay. These sound pretty good, y'all. I think I could do this. I could do it. So not next Tuesday. I want to gap it out. So not next Tuesday at 6. The following Tuesday. It'll be a week apart. And I'm going to let y'all know how I did. Because y'all know I don't never lie to y'all. Truth heard. Play a song that makes you happy or uplift you out of anger. I'm going to try that too. I would sing. But that might make me even madder because I can't sing. So I'm going to find a song. I do got a song, y'all. I want to recommend a song to y'all. It's Anthony Q. Oh, my Lord. Lasia, what's the name of that song? Hold on, y'all. I done forgot the name. I done played the song so much. Let's see. Let me tell y'all. Anthony Q. Try Loving Me. Y'all listen to that song. Anthony Q, Try Loving Me. And next Tuesday, we're going to talk about that song. Y'all let me know how it is. But until then, Truth, Her, Garnita, Eve, Lay, Sharika, Gary, my moms, everybody, Thin Man, Kia, everybody that was on the live. For those of you who constantly on here every Tuesday with me, because my days did switch. It used to be Sundays. But now it's now it's Tuesdays at 6 p.m. So in case y'all don't know, my lives have now been moved to Tuesdays at 6 p.m. faithfully. And remember, y'all, also go on my channel and just watch some of my shorts. Leave a review, a comment. Let me know what you think about them. I think that's it, y'all. But hold on, I got some comments to read before I go. Laugh and say you look great. Have a great day. It will probably start off sounding sarcastic, but we'll get better. I will definitely work on that. And Garnita says, saying thank you. 2 small words that carry such big blessings. All right. Tay, for my Tay being here. For my Daniel being here. Rika, it's 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So it's 7:28 here. And I used to stay on for an hour and a half. I get on at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So it might be, it's either 8 or 9 your time. Those are the 2 times. Because I'm Central Time is 8 o'clock, right? What time is it now? Because then we'll know. I'd be so confused with this time stuff. But it's usually 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time because I'm in Las Vegas. So that's usually how that's why I usually always put 6 p.m. PST. So anybody, if you're on Central or Eastern Time, boom, then we know that it's either going to be 2 hours ahead or 3 hours ahead. Oh, 9:30. Okay, so it's 9:30 on Central Time. So that means it will be 8 o'clock Central Time and 9 o'clock Eastern Time. if that makes sense. But until then, I love you, love bugs. Good night. Blessings to all. See you next Tuesday.